Today we're going to focus on illness and identity.
Has your illness changed the way you view yourself in some way?
How different do you feel from the person you were before having your illness?
We've both experienced loss of identity at some point and its negative impact.
In the following video, we discuss some identity building exercises. Coaching illness and loss of identity. Our identity is how we define ourselves. This may be influenced by our age, community, culture and family. It usually ties in with how we look, our value systems, beliefs, how we act and our enjoyments. We also define ourselves by our line of work. So often who you are is summarised by what you do.
Identity is fragile though. Most of us are pulled away at some point from who we are by a life-changing event. Chronic illness can leave many of us experiencing a loss of physical capability and an alteration in physical appearance. Both often lead us to not feeling like the person we once were. It begins to feel like we've lost our place in the world. Activities we routinely performed are no longer an option due to reductions in strength and energy levels. Consequently, careers get derailed, hobbies abandoned, and social lives evaporate. All of this has an adverse impact on our self-esteem as we stumble through periods of uncertainty and confusion.
Through the course of our work, research and personal experience, we have seen that there are ways to re-establish your sense of self. In fact, post-traumatic growth may allow you to feel more empowered than you had previously. Here are some ideas which can help facilitate this.
Here are exercises to help you rebuild your identity during chronic illness. Number 1, focus on what you feel you've been missing out on. The purpose of this exercise is to explore other areas of your identity which you've not yet considered, like an unfulfilled wish. Identify anything you've always wanted to do or achieve which you haven't already. Think about what stopped you from pursuing that path. Does illness give you the incentive and spare time to pursue it now?
Number 2 is establish what you might find fulfilling. Personal fulfillment pertains to life goals which are important to you. Reflect on whether you've experienced personal fulfillment in the past. What did it feel like? What would it take for you to be there again? Does it align with your best possible self? And how do your strengths and values help you obtain it?
Number 3, listen to what your authentic voice is telling you. Authenticity is defined as the state of being original or genuine. It could also mean the state achieved when our thoughts and actions align. To harness your authentic voice, focus internally on what you're really telling yourself. What does the true version of you really look like? At what level have you been living according to external values? And to what extent have you allowed yourself to be your real self?
Number 4, identify the kind of people you need to be around. As Jim Rohn famously said once, you're the average of the 5 people you spend the most time with. For you to become the most authentic version of yourself, what other players do you need in your life in order to facilitate this? Who would your cast of characters include? Take a look at your friends list and find out which qualities they have in common.
Number 5, make a list of your physical capabilities. For many of us, it's the limits to our physical capabilities which bring about identity shifts. In order to cope, take stock of what you're experiencing physically. This can include how long can you stay up, how far can you walk, what can you lift, and so on. Next, think about projections of future self. What might you be physically capable to do over the next several years? What will your current abilities still allow you to accomplish?
Number 6, identify other strengths. Taking stock of your existing strengths will give you a solid base to help develop into your new identity. Write down what strengths you have retained from the person you were prior to illness. What new strengths have you acquired during illness? Resilience, self-management, or coping perhaps? How can you use them now?
Number 7, think about new qualities you could gain. Examples of this can include additional strengths, skills, values, or lessons you could still gain moving forward. Is there anything which can help you navigate your way through illness? Is there anything which can move you toward a greater meaning or purpose?
Number 8, consider other resources you have available. This involves making a list of anything else that you have available which can empower you to rebuild your identity and move you forward. Consider the people around you currently and the knowledge and skills you possess. What kind of infrastructure and facilities can you utilize now?
And number 9, plan out your next steps. Now that you've given some thought regarding your physical capabilities, strengths, skills, knowledge, values, and other resources, what else do you need to do to move forward toward future fulfillment? What are your next action steps, and when would be a reasonable timeline?
We hope that you enjoyed this video and found it helpful. Did you like the ideas? Do you have any ideas of your own? Is there anything different which you would like to see us cover?
If you like what you've heard, we ask you to support this channel by clicking the thumbs up on this video and hitting the subscribe button. Please also use the share button to pass this information around to anyone who may benefit from it.
Check out the written blog version of this video by clicking the link below and visiting our website. You can also find us on Facebook, Instagram and Twitter under Empower Illness Coaching. To find out more about who we are, feel free to visit the video about our illness journey.